Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Rocky. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all some free game today. I'm putting everybody up on game today. Yo, anybody ever seen this form before? You ever seen this? That's your W-4 form. That's the first thing you see when you apply for a job. The very first thing you see, but nobody know what it is. So, what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna break this down for you. I'm putting you all up on game right now for free. So this is your W-4 form right here. This is what it looks like. Soon as you apply for your job, soon as you get the position, they hand you this piece of paper. And because no one knows what it is, your mama can't tell you, your daddy can't tell you, all they're gonna say is put a 1 or a 0 so you can get the most amount back at tax time. But that's wrong. The reason why that's wrong is because you're giving away your money interest free to the government every single year. Why? So the whole entire year while you struggling, they got your money. You ever heard of something called return on investment? You ever wondered why when you file your taxes, you never get back the amount that you put into it? So look at this form real quick. All right, say W-4 2018, the purpose. Complete the W-4 form so that your employer can withhold the correct federal income tax from your pay. Consider completing the new form W-4 each year and when your personal or financial situation changes. So anytime your financial situation changes, you need to update your W-4. Whether it's you had a new baby, you just got married, anything like that, update your W-4. You missing out on a whole bunch of money. Exemptions. You may claim exemption from withholding for 2018. Now, the exemptions, we don't want to be like the people who file exempt 6 months out the year and then change it back for the other 6 months of the year. That's illegal. That's called tax evasion. What we do is we set the amount of allowances that we have. The amount of allowances shows you how much they can legally take out of your check. And you'll see that on this sheet here. Right there. A, enter 1 for yourself. B, enter 1 if you will file married or filing jointly. Enter 1 if you head of household. So also already you got 1 for yourself. If you're not married, then you skip B. C, you enter 1 if you head of household. You can only file head of household if you have kids and you'll be claiming them on your taxes. That's what makes you head of household. So you already got 2 allowances, 1 for A, 1 for C. Section D, enter a 1 if you're single or filing separately and have only 1 job, or you're married filing jointly and have only 1 job and your spouse doesn't work. All right, E, child tax credit. If your total income will be less than $69,000 for the year. Remember, we said we're single. We're not filing married jointly. We're saying we're single. If it's less than that $69,000, enter 4 for each eligible child. Remember, we said we only got 1 child. So that's another 4 allowances in line E. Another 4 allowances. So that's already 7 allowances. 7. Imagine what that can do for your life. Yo, 80% of Americans have their W-4 filled out incorrectly. As a result, you're giving all your money to the government, interest free, and not even getting back the amount that you put in for. You losing money. Yo, I'm making $550 extra a month on my job. I just gave myself a pay raise. So imagine what that can do for you. It gets you an additional, it's between $200 and $800, depending on how much you get paid per hour, depending on what job it is. You can be getting $200 to $800 extra a month from your job. from just the strategy alone. You're not selling anything. You're not recruiting nobody. All you're doing is applying the strategy. That's it. All right. After you get done calculating all your allowances on page 2, you're going to flip back over to this side here. You'll see employees withholding allowance certificate. So from that point, all you do is put in your personal information, all your personal information. Box 3, check if you're single, married, whatever. And then on line 5, the number of allowances, which in this example we had 7. So on line 5, you write 7 there. Additional amount, you're gonna put 0. You don't want them to take any extra out other than what they're supposed to. Don't want to pay too much, don't want to pay too little. And then for line 7, you leave that blank because remember, we're not filing exempt. We're not exempting taxes. All we're doing is raising our allowance. It's calculating our allowance and plugging that in. And then, you sign the paperwork, sign to put the date, you turn it into your employer. Boom. You just gave yourself a pay raise. Just that easy.